Hello and welcome back to EPIC48. We are in, is this semi-finals?
Upper bracket semi-final,
upper bracket
yeah.
semi-finals, yeah. We are looking at RiSky versus PtitDrogo. This is when one of the highlight matches.
Yeah, this is
in the
exciting.
tournament.
Two older guys, two guys who are maybe not in their prime anymore, but are still very good at this video game.
They have not hit their prime yet.
No.
Maybe not.
In their infancy.
In their infancy of being good at this game. Yeah, it's going to be a PvZ, one for the ages, hopefully. Because I don't know, I mean, these two will have played each other before in other...
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I'm
Home
sure
Story
they will.
Cup.
Yep.
Some other ones. But yeah, this is the first time, I think, on RiSky's home turf, right?
On RiSky's home turf, on this patch, at EPIC, I mean, all signs are pointing towards RiSky.
It could be a thing. Exactly, Zerg badge. Well, his opponent, the Frenchman, standing in the way. This is the real... is best of 5, as production just reminded me. In the chat, spawning in the bottom left. This is the real England v France here. It is PtitDrogo.
And much like the football tonight, the favourite in the northeast, hailing from England, the purple Zerg. It's RiSky, the 13-time champ.
That is it 13 times?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Defending, I thought it was 12, yeah.
Oh.
But I don't know where I got 12 from. I'm just kind of making it up, you know.
It's definitely 12 or 13.
Definitely 12 or 13. Or one of the other numbers.
And I think he has a very good chance at this land. We just saw Fiant take out the Rainbow 3-2 in what was a very close CVC.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see how RiSky matches up against him if he does get that far. But first, he's going to make his way through DreamHack Leipzig 2016 champion PtitDrogo.
Oh, with the knowledge bomb drop there. I love it. Yes.
Do you know who he beat in the final?
Oh, was it? Oh, I remember watching it. It was a Zerg.
Yes.
But I can't remember who it was. Because he did Phoenix Immortal Charge Archon.
I have no idea what
that was the style. I remember that much.
He beat Bly 4-1.
Oh, it was Bly,
yeah.
was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't remember.
And you Thermal and Violet out in semi-finals.
Oh.
Anyway, enough about that.
Encyclopedic knowledge. Totally. Do we have in-game sound?
Any game sounders?
As soon as we look at Protoss building, we knew. Hang on a minute.
Something's wrong here. Cybercore is too quiet.
We'll see if we can get that sorted as the match goes on here. I was going to say, early game PvZ has not changed all that much. It just takes an extra 30 seconds before we find out what the tech is of choice. It's going to be this pylon here, and it's most likely going to be a Stargate here, or here, or here.
Yeah, I think Stargate is kind of the only really viable option. I did see Roscoe in his games against Fiant tried some Twilight Council glaives into DTs and some other glaives builds, but it really feels like the Oracle is just such a key unit.
Yeah, he is a well-known Oracle enjoyer. Not Oracle enjoyer, Glaive Adept enjoyer. Okay, we were struggling to hear game audio. I heard it for a second.
I just heard it. I think the game audio might be fine. Oh, probe, get hit. I dare you.
Okay, where's a building?
Oh, it's weird. We should be hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it. I think it is very low.
Yeah, I heard the shade of this Adept start, so.
Production is also very loud.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Whoa,
now there's game sound. And we do have Adepts running in here. I don't know if this is coming through this loud on the stream or just for us, but we can hear it now. There you go. That's a bit better. Thank you, production. We do have this link getting in. It sees the full scout, sees that it's a Stargate. That's
yeah,
really
I don't
nice
think that's.
It's not a surprise,
but
it's a nice confirmation.
Yeah, it's always nice to know. RiSky not building any gas yet, just a fully. Yeah. Oh no, actually, excuse me, he did get link speed, so he got exactly 100 gas, no more, no less.
Yeah, pull out that. He's going to get his spores down at a very reasonable time.
Yep.
I say, again, it's funny is that sometimes if you squint, you still think this might be on the old patch. It's like, oh, 420, the spore crawlers are finishing up, and Oracle's about to pop out. Maybe this is just a normal game.
I watched the PtitDrogo AC series over the shoulders of the players earlier, and Drogo seems fairly happy to get into the late game. play more of a solid defensive macro style and then try and make something happen with Storm, Archons, etc. So I expect to see that again. And similarly from RiSky, he's not really the cheesy kind of player. He's a solid player, he likes to make a lot of queens. So I do expect some long games in this series. This Adept is low on health. The Oracles are going to stumble over. The Adept might go down. Oracle turns on. And the Lings get in again. But there's nothing really to see.
Yeah, but again, in not seeing anything, you do get to experience that you are, in fact, safe. There's not a bunch of gateways finishing up. There's not like some random sort of thing. We are just having a pause from the player here.
RiSky asks, what's up?
What's up?
It's a good question, to be fair.
It is a good question. Drogo wanted to turn around and hit the Valorant players. No.
My Oracle A move key was wrong, said Drogo.
Specifically
I
the
know
Oracle?
in Drogo's earlier games yesterday, I think when he played Romaria, he paused the game because his keyboard was giving him hotkey issues because it was half French, half English. And apparently that messed with his hotkeys.
Okay.
You would also think that he's definitely built an Oracle today.
Yeah,
And
that's
it.
it.
So
That's
I don't know how that could possibly be wrong. It's all fixed now. 3 Oracles are out. +1 melee on the way.
Also,
for the Zerg.
Hart insisted that we be the referee in the thing, so I had to unpause for them.
Too much responsibility.
Too much responsibility. Don't blame me for that one. Next game they can be they can unpause when they want. I ain't about that life. Alright, let's have a look. Third base is finishing up here. We're not an overcommitment on Lings. Only a handful of Lings have been built for RiSky. The drone count is looking pretty good. Again, I don't have the new references, so at 6 minutes, I still don't know quite where Zerg is supposed to be. He's now making 12 more Lings rather than another batch of drones. You have 3 Oracles going in here. They're going to hit the Queen.
Very aggressive from Drogo. And I was impressed by this in the AC series. He's so good at controlling these Oracles. Even in the face of Queens, he still picks off a few drones or picks off a Queen. Really nice pick off on a Queen there. Takes some hull damage, but that's okay.
Yeah. And like I say, gonna pop these, but there's actually not enough energy to kill this hatchery. Maybe this one could have done it eventually, but it would have been the thing. RiSky actually turning up the heat a little bit and sending the Lings across the map. It's gonna try and harass this base a little bit.
Battery's not done yet, and this is a fight RiSky's gonna want to take. He's gonna surround the Zealots and the Adepts. Remember, the Oracles are low on energy, but he actually only gets 1 gateway unit there. That was a nice trade.
Yeah, it actually works out quite alright for PtitDrogo there. But again, he saw an opportunity and he kind of pounced on it. It wasn't a big commitment from RiSky, so I don't think he's going to be too upset about that. But obviously, if he could have gotten 2 or 3 more units, then he would have absolutely loved that. Again, it just makes the overall defense a little bit weaker. RiSky with very good Queen positioning, able to snatch a hit at those Oracles early.
Yeah, that's something RiSky's always been good at, is his Queen production and distribution. He's very solid defensively. And look at this, by the way. 2 Colossus and extended thermal lance.
Oh my god, he saw the patch notes. And he's like, I'm going to build Colossus.
It's really fun because Colossus are actually pretty good against Zerg. The issue is the Viper. The Viper is a natural predator of the Colossus, but the Infestation Pit on the way. That means Hive's still a while away, and therefore so are Vipers.
And there will be a period where it looks like RiSky is going to make some Hydras. So yeah, there is going to be a time where maybe a 4 or even 6 ? Colossus timing could hit before Vipers. That would be an insane play. 3 base, 6 Colossus all in. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see if Drogo's going to lead this Colossus production into an attack, or if he's going to sit back defensively. It feels like you have to attack. It feels like you have to be aggressive with them. So if you sit back and Vipers get out, suddenly your life becomes a lot harder. But as you said, there's going to be a timing here for Drogo where he's going to have 4 Colossus. There's not going to be a Viper on the map, and I'm very interested to see how RiSky plans on defending it.
Yeah. Oh, 1 Oracle does get popped off there as he's traversing through. This has been really good scouting information. I think RiSky is trying to spot, hey, are you building an army? Are you going to come and try and kill me? And the answer is, well, it was no, but now 25 roaches.
Blizzard, is that even reasonable? One must ask.
And he sees it, but
scouting the Colossus is huge.
Yeah, but did he only see 1? Where's the other? Yeah, obviously 1 hasn't died. If he only showed 1, then he might not know this is double Robo, and he might not expect 4.
Yeah,
suddenly.
4 Colossus is absolutely massive. Hive is about to finish. Viper's not that far away. And I don't think Drogo's planning on attacking. I think he's going to comfortably take his 4th base, which is nice. He's got Storm on the way as well. And we could be going to a real late game here.
Yeah, very interesting.
Viper's on the way now.
I was about to say, yeah, and that's it. Risky's seen the Colossus. He's like, well, if he attacks me, I need Vipers to defend it. And he's right.
But maybe that's Drogo's kind of... He's not expecting these Colossus to win him the game, but instead expecting them to just let him take his 4th base safely and get into that late game without too much trouble.
That might be the way of doing it. And again, so far, Drogo has carved out this nice little spot on the map where like Zerg can't really touch him. He's got all the angles covered. He's got a strong enough core army that nothing can run in there. That even these 25 roaches that he made and Ravagers that he subsequently morphed them into aren't really a threat. Instead, we do see it going later tech. We are going to be getting the Lurker Den coming out and probably a bunch of upgrades before we see a massive engagement.
I do love watching these pros just like do the simple things so well. That wall there, for example, and the wall at the 3rd base, like it's such a simple thing to do, but it just helps you defensively so much. He's got 2 walls at his 3rd and his 4th. He's got his army in the middle. There is no way RiSky can get damage done right now. And against any other player, even players slightly worse, they just leave these gaps open.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. And we've been caught out many a time ourselves.
Yeah, of course. I was caught out 5 minutes ago against Marspa.
Oh, you hate to see it. But yeah, the wall's looking really good. This does allow Zerg to get a lot of creep spread out. It does allow them to take the exterior bases.
Yes, similarly, RiSky can be really greedy. Not just in this game, but probably in this series. If this is how Drogo wants to play, there's nothing stopping RiSky taking every base on his side of the map right now.
Yeah, we are going to see the gateway wall here start to get harassed. Drogo actually moving out in the middle of the map while sending a run-by to the top, but it's going to run into the Zergling run-by that he had going here. Not an A move, there we go, now it's corrected. Roach is now coming in trying to harass units at the 3rd. Game Heart shows 3 workers being killed, not that many, and he does stop the run-by, so actually, kind of like a multi-pronged aggression setup by RiSky, didn't actually get much done.
Yeah, really solid from Drogo, that.
But, in the same vein, Drogo hasn't been able to put any pressure on RiSky so far. RiSky is unimpeded, and now those Vipers come in, yanking all the high value Protoss units.
Let's get the Warp Prism out of there, 2 Archons go down. That's a nice pick-off for RiSky, and this late game of Zerg against Protoss really does sometimes come down to those little pick-offs, just RiSky trading efficiently with those Vipers. 13 Lurkers on the way as well.
That's 13 apart. Hasn't he already got? Yeah, he's already got 8. So 21 Lurkers coming in. But again, a good angle for PtitDrogo. Denies the base, walks up.
Oh yeah, these Vipers into the Lurkers are so brutal. 3 Archons going down there immediately. A nice Storm goes down. We'll pick off 1 Lurker. One Immortal getting a bit too frisky.
What were you doing, buddy?
Frisky for RiSky.
He was getting frisky for RiSky. Meanwhile, we have a Zealot run-by on the bottom side. Looks like this was just barely held off with Queens and Spines. But Drogo is not done pushing the issue. He thinks I can walk up here, and he's going to try. Great feedbacks on the Vipers, stopping them from being able to yank in. There's still a backbone of Colossus here, which isn't being quite challenged just yet. Huge storms on them, but he's going to run up to the Lurkers.
All the Templar go down. The Immortals are so low on health, so are the Colossus. His Protoss army is a glass cannon right now. And Drogo will make it out of there in what's a fairly even trade.
A War Prism got into the main, dropped in a bunch of Zealots, and this is causing absolute chaos for RiSky.
Yeah.
Forcing him to take really hard engagements. And, I mean, Drogo's just turning up the heat here. Another Zealot run-by to the bottom side, and this time there is not enough Spines to spawn. The 12 o'clock base being harassed again. 3 Lurkers trying to valiantly defend it.
It's really good multi-prong from Drogo here. Zealots in the main, Zealots at the 5th. Colossus take out the northern base, and the Zealots take out the southern base. And suddenly, RiSky's broke and on 4 hatches.
Yeah, what an incredible set of trades there. I feel like, again, Drogo just knowing how to use the Protoss army like a scalpel. You know, even in the adversity of like a hammer that he was going against, he just managed to cut through, get his glass cannon. These 3 Colossus still alive, by the way.
How many kills do those Colossus
Let's
have
have a
right
good
now?
look. We have 11, 19, and 19 again, and 14.
Solid.
But they've done so much damage. They've soaked up a lot of damage as well.
Carriers on the way behind us as well. I think this game looks very, very grim for RiSky, and I have to say, I'm very impressed with Drogo.
Yeah, this is a fantastic looking game from him. I like that during all this, being able to take his own external base is really important, because the 6th base on this map is not easy to defend.
Yeah.
And again, RiSky's not aware of it. He's still attacking into this base. He needs to actually go up here and deny this. But, well, actually that's looking quite difficult now, as the entire Protoss army is coming to bear down on these 3 lurkers, but there are backups.
RiSky floating quite a lot here. I think he's going to struggle to max out. He just doesn't have the lava for it after losing all those bases, and I don't
actually
think he can take out this army.
Yeah, low on minerals as well now. That's where he's actually starved, mineral starved. We do see a few more nice yanks and a few Colossus, and a carrier goes down. However, this is still a strong and scary Protoss army. A lot of Storm, a lot of Archon backbone. All the lurkers are unburrowed. That could have been a very scary engagement. Again, we have Zealots running down on the bottom side. They are picked off, but it does deny any re-expansion to the sort of 6 o'clock position.
I can't believe France are going to go 1-0 up against England.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But you have the Lurker run by coming on here, passing by the Zealot run by that's been queued out.
2 ships passing in the night. Lurkers will burrow here. There's no detection nearby, and 1 lurker will go down. Observer. I think it was just in cannon range.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Big army in the engagement in the middle now. Oh, and RiSky feels the need to push through, as he does pull a few of the big Colossus into the Lurker fire there. Takes a very damaging trade. It feels like Drogo is making him take these really awkward fights, and it's really hard to do that as Protoss, or it's hard for me to do it, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's a very even trade, but in the context of the game, that's a very good trade for Drogo, who is just far richer right now, and can replenish that army with high value 4 carriers on the production.
And look at this, just another 4. The Zealot run-bys have been relentless.
Yeah.
And as a Protoss player, you love to see this. You shift queue your Zealots to a base, and there's no base there.
There's no base, yeah.
I was like, oh,
that's a good feeling.
But Drogo, RiSky has been able to get into the middle of the map. If he can siege up in this position, there's not enough anti-air
to kill the carriers. The Vipers abduct them. That won't do anything. Storms going down on the lurkers, and GG. There it is. PtitDrogo takes a 1-0 lead in this upper bracket semi-final, and that was a very solid game.
Yeah, that's got to be. Wonder what RiSky is thinking about that one, right? Like, it felt like it's not like everything went bad in the early game. It was a fairly even early game, and then suddenly his multi-prong pressure didn't quite do anything, and then suddenly he was on the back foot dancing. Yeah. And PtitDrogo never let off the pedal there.
The Zealot run-by is really impressive. The control on the Colossus was impressive. The Warp Prism in the main helped out, and there was just a lot of things going right for Drogo in that mid game. And I wonder if now the onus falls on RiSky to maybe think, well, maybe I need to switch it out. Maybe I can't tango with Drogo in the late game. But it's also very possible he doesn't think that and thinks, well, a few things went wrong for me there, but if I can true up my defense and limit the damage from those Zealot counterattacks and maybe get a bit more damage done with my Roach counterattacks, that the game could go a completely different way. It will be a very interesting game to see if Drogo switches it up, because that game went about as well for Drogo as he would have envisioned it going. I imagine he'll just go Colossus again.
Yeah, all right, we are just going to...
And if he goes Colossus again, I don't really know what the Zerg can do about it. Loading into map number 2 here. It's going to be Rainfall.
Do you have any opinions on this map?
It's a fairly standard map. I think it's maybe a bit shorter than some of the other standard-ish maps, but nothing really too crazy. It's best of 5. between
I keep
these
doing
two. And in the southeast from France, the Red Protoss, PtitDrogo.
And his opponent spawning up in the top left, representing
Ooh.
England. It is, with a very early pool, it is RiSky.
So this is really surprising to me.
Yeah, an
Because
early
I
pool
think
in this.
against someone as good and as experienced as Drogo, I find it so hard to believe RiSky's going to get much done with a 9 pool.
Yeah, I also, and this is a very far. Oh well, Drogo did this before, right? Where he sent an early probe to block the hatchery, right? So the thing is, as RiSky is, do you show a drone and then like send it away to make it look normal so he doesn't go up immediately? Because I think if you see no drone here, you go into the main to check.
Yep.
But there is no drone, and we'll see if Drogo is paying attention.
Drogo's always paying attention. He's going to come in and he's going to see this early pool. I have no doubt about that. It's
two lings already
the
on
response from Drogo that I'm particularly interested in, because
Yes,
I feel like when I've been responding to this on the new patch, you have to wait absolutely ages to take your Nexus just because you have slow mineral income and you still need to go 2-gate and Zealots, and it honestly just feels like it takes a very long time. So I'm interested to see, hopefully, what the optimal response is here. I mean, I don't know how much Drogo's played on the new patch, but it's going to be a pylon in the wall.
And a Cybercore, yeah. So it's just a quick 3-building wall off. This pylon is still quite vulnerable.
It is.
I wonder if he's going to pull a handful of probes.
I think he has to pull a few probes. Yeah.
Oh,
wow, that's a lot. 8 probes coming down. That's about half his probes on the low ground here. I feel like that's got to be pretty decent for RiSky. If you're seeing this many probes, probably can't be too sad about that. Wow, Mineral Walk comes in, and the Lynx actually could have chosen to run into the main there. A conscious decision not to, as they would then be trapped.
Yeah.
And he's just enjoying the probes not being able to mine.
Well, that's it, right? As long as he stays here and keeps the Lings alive, the probes have to stay down here, at least until the second Zealot is out. Maybe even until an Adept is actually out.
2 Zealots out now, Adept on the way.
Yeah, you see, he's keeping some. Yeah.
Kept on the front line.
And again, but no more Lings being made for RiSky. He has gone back into drones, I believe. They were not actually seeing any drones. Maybe he's holding lava, trying to think about what to do.
Can we see how much gas Drogo's mining right now? Is it 1 or 2?
Should be
3.
3,
okay,
yeah. So he's full in gas. Now getting back to full mining.
So I imagine Drogo's just going to go for a Nexus here as his next purchase. Feels like, he just started something on the gateway, I think, for when the supply box over.
Yeah, another Adept. Okay.
Interesting.
And we do see this. Oh, okay, so this is like a position to see if roaches are coming or if banelings maybe.
Yeah.
Even though he got in the main, he saw there was. Wait, did he see? Last thing he saw, there was no gas. So
yeah, exactly. He knows that there can't be Ling speed now, so he can happily be out on the map with his Adept. Maybe poke in, maybe get a scout if there was something nefarious going on. But you're pretty confident as Drogo in this position against a no gas early pool that you're going to have some time to figure out what you want to do here.
Yeah, even the Zealot being out on the map is it's a little unusual, but it does make sense here. There are only a handful of things, and yeah, he now sees a bunch of drones finishing up. Again, RiSky hit these Lings, hoping that Drogo would finish the shade, and then he would be able to surround it. But Drogo not going to overcommit here. 2 Adepts and a Zealot might now walk in, might try and take some health off of this Queen, but it looks like he's not going to commit too hard. Maybe, yeah.
Wow, the Adepts do finish up in the main here. Speed is still a long way away. 1 Queen is going to come over, and these Adepts are going to be able to get in, and the Lings go for the wraparound and do grab 1 Adept. Very nicely done by RiSky, and the second Adept will take some damage before finishing up into safety.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get that out, but not quite what he would have wanted, I imagine. For, like I say, when you shade the 2 Adepts in there, normally they can trade very efficiently versus Lings if you're off creep. But there, like I say, RiSky just got the really good, solid surround.
Yep.
And back at home, we did see that Drogo started a Stargate, and now an Oracle pops out. But now it's about, like, he's, it looks like he's might be saving up for another Nexus.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, here it is.
Oh, but the Ling's going to come and deny that for now. Second Oracle is going to pop out shortly they grab the probe. That's really nicely done by RiSky. He's even going to go for the Adept and the Zealot as well, and he's going to get both.
Meanwhile, we had the Oracle flying in, tries to get one drone, but I don't think it even got that. It did get one,
drone,
actually.
Yeah. 18 more lings on the way, by the way. RiSky senses, maybe I can deny that third base again.
Yeah, and he might be right, as the second Oracle is flying straight across the map. Drogo doesn't want to go home with it, and he sees that with the Overlord here, and now he's going to see both. And if you're RiSky, you're going to love this, right?
Yeah.
Like,
you know, both Oracles on your side of the map. If you get those 18 lings across the map to Drogo's third, he's going to be able to get it. How much is there for Drogo? Just the one Adept, that's not going to be enough, but a third Oracle pops out.
Gets the activation on the energy and then runs back. These two Oracles are also coming home.
So if we compare the worker count to this point in the last game, it was about maybe RiSky 10 workers ahead or so.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah, not so
this
much.
is a very good start for Drogo compared to last game. That's why Zergs tend to not really opt for the early pool. It just puts you very far behind economically.
Yeah.
Force out some more energy on that Oracle.
Yeah, and as we do see the other Oracles now coming into the main and the natural. Able to pick off one drone, harass this queen a little bit, force a little bit of mining time to be lost. Very nice control from both players. Oh, I say it, I cast a curse to the... Yeah, I hate to see it. It was actually really good what he tried there. Like, because he saw the queen inject, he thought he could go back in and, like, maybe even snipe the queen, but there was the backing up of a spore crawler there.
That's how they get you.
That is how they get you.
123 viewers on the stream, by the way. Welcome on in, everyone. Fantastic. I hope you're enjoying day 2 of EPIC, and we've got plenty more games to come after this as well.
Yeah, and we're getting to the really juicy games now.
Winner of this will play Fian in the upper bracket final. Loser will go down to join Luimbo, Raza, Roscoe, and maybe a couple others in the lower bracket.
Yeah, the lower bracket has been, I haven't followed enough yet, but the Lurimbo versus Fiant game was absolutely insane. If you're a Zerg fan and you enjoy ZVZ, what a series to watch that
was fantastic. More drones on the way for RiSky. He's going to get up to a place where his economy is a bit more comfortable than it has been this game. But I still think Drogo will be very happy with how this game number 2 has panned out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the lair is only just about to finish at 8 minutes. It's quite late, and he's just come in, and I don't know if he would have seen the animation of it finishing, but there's no tech to be spotted yet because, well, no, the lair zone just finished. We do have Roach Speed is going to be the tech of choice, and the Hydra Den. Yes, I like it.
Yeah, we saw RiSky opt for a lot of lurkers in the last game. That presumably is how he feels comfortable against Protoss Army. Nice Oracle control here. Comes in, picks off 4 drones, and we'll get on out. It's really, really solid from Drogo so far.
Yeah. And now waiting to see what is going to be done with these, or how many Hydras is he going to build. Charge coming from the Protoss side. We haven't actually seen Storm start yet. There's no Storm. But again, we know that Drogo is a bit happy to wait and get that later. Sometimes he just seems to want to get the Archons for the like a more chunky defense, all round sort of thing, and then he'll get Storm later for when the bigger fights need it.
RiSky perhaps being a bit greedy, by the way, going up to 88 workers. Normally, maybe that's fine, but considering how far behind he was after the early game, I think he's opted to go up to 88 now as a way of trying to catch up in the economy and get back to more of an even footing. Queen's well positioned to repel the Warp Prism, a Phoenix and 2 Colossus on the way for PtitDrogo.
Okay, a Phoenix is actually really interesting.
I think it's just to kill the overlords.
Maybe.
Or it's a misclick.
Or it might be a misclick. But once he misclicks and build it, he'll use them to kill the overlords. You know?
Build more. Storm on the way as well, Hive, Hydralisk. And we're gearing up for what seems to be a fairly similar mid-game to game number 1, but an even better spot for PtitDrogo, I'd say.
Yeah, and that's a scary situation considering he was able to win the first game. We do have a little rumble going on down here.
I love the double expand by RiSky, knowing that Drogo's opting to play more defensively in the mid-game, so you can just double expand, try and catch up a bit.
Yeah, the broad gameplay strategy from Drogo seems to be the same. Stay defensive, get 4 bases, get a solid like Colossus backbone, and then go into Storm and then look to, I assume, going to be mass harass.
Yep.
But we'll see.
It also puts RiSky in a bit of an awkward position because he's got a lot of army supply and roaches right now, and that's absolutely useless against Colossus, Immortals, Storm, Archons. These roaches are really not the kind of army you want to be maxing out on.
The longer the game goes on, the worse they get in that regard as well. So we will have to see. Again, we'll see a bunch of cannons at the third to like help defend it. Once again, very nice Sim City to try and make the Lings have to go all the way around, or that if they A move in, they get caught on these gateways rather than anything important.
RiSky posturing out on the map with his army there does opt to go back to the safety of his own creep. Viper's about to pop, and once again we're going to have this dance between the Colossus-based army against the Viper Lurker. It's a really nice observer positioning from Drogo.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
His warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, the line of Spore
one more
Crawlers. Oh.
Perfectly placed Spore Crawler.
Yeah. Not a Bronze League Ring of Turrets.
No.
But close enough that it got the job done, is what I mean. Sorry.
Indeed, but these celebs getting 5 drones.
Okay, well,
little something.
But however, Drogo uses that opportunity to walk down in the middle. He's going to deny a base. 5 drones also going down. However, there is a big counterattack of Lings on the bottom side. I don't think.
Oh, these 2 Archons all by themselves. A few Zealots going to help, and we'll be able to clear up those Lings. Roaches at the 4th of Drogo, but he's just so well defended here with the walls, with the cannons, with the warpins. It's so tough for RiSky to find damage. That being said, these Roaches are a bit expendable. He probably is okay with losing them, so he can replenish them with Hydra Lurker.
Yeah, a few of the Lings did make it out and stay on the bottom left here, and I kind of like that RiSky has these kind of control groups of units almost, like in these kind of positions, ready for the run by when necessary. Drogo sees the size of the army, decides not to trade inefficiently, and instead waits until everything comes in. Uses the one Phoenix that he built. However,
Value Phoenix.
That's going to move.
Lurker's looking to take a good spot here. The Templar are so far forward. They need to be so careful. The Lurkers are not going to get shots off on them. And a nice defense from Drogo at his 5th base.
He didn't have quite enough of a backbone to just stand there and be able to fight. If there was something in front of the Lurkers, maybe he could have stood out the storm and fought, but it's a hard call in the moment.
The hero Phoenix does fall, as well as the oracles of Drogo. You might want to remake those. It's always good to have an oracle for that revelation, but 3 carriers on the way and 2 spies for RiSky.
Okay, well, we're looking at a nice little harass here onto the other base. We do see the next level of tool coming in, the Nidus Worm. We'll talk about that in a moment. As that is going to come in here. First, PtitDrogo has to shoo away this harass on the bottom right side, which he does do.
And we saw AC really utilize just how brutal a Nidus Worm can be with Lurkers. If you get a Nidus Worm up in that main base, if you get some Lurkers in there, put them at the top of the ramp, it can make the Protoss life really, really hard.
Absolutely. We do see another run by coming in there. The real thing is, and another run by over the top here. Nice hold position, Micro, trying to make these spine crawlers very effective versus the Zealots, which they are.
These 2 are both playing really, really well, by the way. There's been action all over the map for a few minutes now. Big Hydra Force coming in, a bit more of a committed attack from RiSky. A large group of Hydras, and Drogo's army on the left side of the map. Risks losing his base. Recool to the rescue.
Protoss is so broken. Let's go.
Blizzard Blaze. Oh, Hydra Dash. The rarely seen, but rather effective Hydra Dash.
Yeah. The Zealots might actually be able to finish off this base here. And if RiSky comes to defend it, he might get his army trapped up here with a more committal attack.
It's a small army from Drogo, isn't it, to be out on the map with. Maybe he's fine losing some units to replace with carriers, but I wonder if we're going to see Tempest either. In comes Drogo. Archons at the front are taking lots of damage, will fall, but the Immortals packing a punch from behind will tear through the Lurker Hydra of RiSky. And GG, Drogo just takes it. All of a sudden, pushes in. He didn't even need the carriers.
He's so confident when he goes into those fights. There's like, he knows there's at least 10 Lurkers. There might be some more in the back, but he just like kind of walks in and he's like, no, I can't actually DPS everything down. It didn't even look like the biggest army. Like there was a few Archons, don't get me wrong. But I'd be afraid to take that
I
fight.
would have been afraid to take it as well. Really, really well judged from PtitDrogo.
Yeah, like this is it. Like the fear, the respect we give the Zerg army sometimes. You know, maybe it's wrong.
I cannot wait if Drogo wins this match to go back over there and hear RiSky complaining about Protoss. That's gonna make my
Rightly
weekend.
so. Rightly so with that. Oh, hang on. I've got the map. The third map is going to be
Oh, it's a
Old
4-player
Sun
map.
Temple.
It's a 4-player map.
Oh,
We're doing it
no.
live. We're doing it live.
Surely
I
not.
can't believe it. Maybe Drogo's just like he's not gonna temple on a
you think
4-player
they
map.
do
That
you
would be
think they
obscene.
cast a chicken sort of a thing?
Yeah, veto chicken.
Veto
maybe,
chicken.
maybe.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, 4-player map is hype. First map on
It's
stream.
the
of a
first one
4-player?
I'm casting of it.
I
Certainly.
think it's the first on-stream 4-player map. We have had, I think, Roscoe and Fiant played one match
Okay.
on a 4-player map. I didn't see how that one ended out, but definitely an interesting game coming up. I think, is this a 4-player map where you can either spawn one adjacent or cross?
I think
but
so.
not both adjacent.
No, let me.
I remember loading into a 4-player map and seeing 2 of the 3 possible corners light up where my opponent could be, which is interesting.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think that's this one.
All right.
and
Old
it's
Sun
Not the
Temple.
one with the random pipe around the end.
Oh no, the little worker pipe.
The worker pipe. Yeah.
Yeah, that one is a strange.
That one is strange as well.
Addition. All right. Well, we're loading into game number 3. RiSky needs to make a reverse sweep
In this best of 5 series. Spawning up, possibly to take the sweep in this series, it is the French player PtitDrogo.
And in the northwest, he needs a Harry Kane hat trick more than ever right now. It's the purple Zerg, RiSky.
That he does. Okay, so yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see whether. I mean, yeah, there's no gambits for. Shout out to Brad. There's no gambit for an early pool yet.
Who the hell is Brad?
Blizzard
Bradley? Or
Yeah.
the intern? Or I feel like there's different Brads going on here. Shouts out to Brad.
I'm gonna go shout out to Bollard Bradley.
Yeah, I think it's Bradley.
Yeah, let's go with that. We are gonna be. Oh, he scouts him first as well. That's always.
Yeah. Well, RiSky will now know that Drogo's not across the map.
Yeah, I mean, his overlord is going to the right spot first,
Yep.
so he will find out shortly.
I really hope we get to a late game, because the late game on a 4-player map can be so fun. The map is absolutely massive, and you can expand so far away from your opponent.
Yes.
That it increases the utility of these Zealot run-bys, of these Ling Roach run-bys that we've seen so much of. It'll be interesting to see how both players deal with it.
And I wonder if RiSky is now annoyed at the fact that he's taken the triangle third, which is actually closer to the Protoss based on the spawns. I wonder if that is going to be an issue for him. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get to see that does not, in fact, cause a problem. As we do have a Nexus go down. And again, other than the map, it's a very normal game.
Skill issue with me and this iPad we have.
That's fine.
There we go.
Okay, and yeah, like I say, pool and gas now done and on the way. We're just waiting. Some very annoying worker harass. This is legitimately very annoying to deal with. I generally try and ignore it, but you know, people who are very active with it is they can like get. Sometimes it's a mental edge, right? It's just annoying, and you don't want to have to deal with that. But
some people have too much APM. They got to put it somewhere.
Luckily, RiSky has got known strong mental fortitude.
Is that a bit of sarcasm I'm detecting from you there, Exo?
No, but I was trying to play into the fact that he is you know, he was a Salt Lord on Twitter for a while.
If I had to guess, RiSky is absolutely molding right now after how these first 2 games have gone. He was expecting to load in as claim his free win and move on to the upper bracket final, but Drogo says no, it's not that easy to take out a former DreamHack champion.
Well, that's it. And he's showing exactly why here that he knows how to play the game, because he certainly does. Adept shading into the natural.
RiSky heard my comments about him. He's coming over to hit me as we speak. RiSky pauses the game. What's going on here? Mr. RiSky. A shout out to Brad, not helping them unpause this game. Haven't had any.
I don't know if they can even see my comments, so we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, RiSky's ready. Is ready. I don't think they can see your comments, Sexo.
Ref, okay.
I think you should just.
Oh, but I can't
tab.
I can't tell them to bloody thingy. Okay. Well,
some technical issues.
Wait, what? I can't. Oh, I can't unpause it. Hang on. I can't unpause. You should be able to count down and do it.
RiSky and Drogo negotiating an unpause here.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, as long as both players are ready. Yeah, there you go.
3, 2, 1. We're back in, and
yeah,
Drogo's Adept has finished up in this third base natural of RiSky.
Third base natural. You hate to see it, but most Zergs have to live with it. I'm actually again surprised at just how common, like, Zergs are. Oh, I guess they can't get a hatchery fast enough to avoid it, right? They have to just accept that their hatch is getting blocked every game.
Yes, they do.
I would hate to play Zerg for that reason.
I think I would love to play Zerg and wish I played Zerg when I was 11, but Void Rays looked too cool.
You made the wrong choice 14 years ago, alright?
I did, and I've regretted it ever since, to be honest. One of that's very low here, does just get out on 2 HP. Oracle on the way.
Yeah, so once again, we've seen a very similar open from Drogo, all 3 games.
Yeah, that's Oracle number 2. I think he's built 3 Oracles in every game, which I do like. It feels like it just gives you an extra bit of safety against any Roach or Queen. All-in madness. Really nice control from Drogo. Almost gets the Queen. He might just come in and snipe it.
Oh, wow, no, but look at how much...
Oh, the Queen out of position, and it will go down. A little mistake from RiSky there. He had to keep that Queen right next to that Spore Crawler to avoid losing it. A nice pick off from PtitDrogo.
Yeah, I mean, Spores do so much damage to units nowadays that it's very scary to dive in, but yeah, when you know, like PtitDrogo really showed excellent control. That starter step micro with the thing, it's actually not as easy as it looks.
No, it's really not. And it's something that Drogo's done really well in all 3 games so far, and in his games earlier that I was watching. Third Oracle about to pop.
Yeah, I'm guessing the third Oracle is going to stay at home in case there's anything.
Wow, and he even gets another Queen and gets out with both Oracles.
Sharing
really
the health pool from this.
Gotta be so on top of it as RiSky with those Queens.
Okay, but now we do have, in fact, the third Oracle defending at home. Ling's not able to do much. He didn't overcommit to Lings, but these Lings haven't also really achieved anything. Nothing special seen, but we do know that Drogo is just going into a standard macro game. It's going to be Twilight Council, Forge, and that Robo Bay again. He's enjoyed going into the Robo Bay to get that Colossus.
Seems to be the third Oracle to keep the third alive, and then the Colossus to keep the fourth alive and allow him to take that. It's been working out really well for Drogo recently.
Yeah, picking up 3 Queens now, I think. Is
a perfect game from Drogo so far.
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Ooh, and look at this, a Dropper Lord on the way, Overlord speed, and RiSky is going to be sending it, and this is huge. He gets a surround on all the Adepts and the Zealots. Drogo can't afford to lose those units, and the Oracles get back just in time. But it does bring the Oracles back. It stops Drogo from scouting, but he knows. He knows he's building 4 batteries and a cannon.
Yeah.
He knows that RiSky is all in right now.
How did he get the star sense on that? I guess he
Observer
saw the units.
Sees the Roaches coming across.
Wow, what a excellent position to see the rally of the units. Because if he doesn't build these barriers and cannons here, he might be in legit very big trouble.
He needs to be really careful with this Immortal here. Can't have it getting picked off. Queens in this Overlord mean the Oracle's going to have a tough time contributing too much. And this is a really good position for RiSky to get into between the natural and the third base. But I'm just not sure RiSky has enough here.
No, Creep Tuna starts to go down as the Queens are fighting the Oracles. The Oracles need to die for this to have a chance of sustain. But Drogo might.
Oh, he's on top of the Immortal. The Immortal is going to go down. It does go down. And is there just a little bit of hope for RiSky? Another Immortal pops out though.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's enough as Zerg does rally across the map. But the static defense is actually doing huge amounts of work here. Second Immortal stays alive as the Gateway is fighting the Ravagers on the bottom. The Queens go down. And I think that's the backbone of the push on as a Void Ray is here. Should never die now.
There's no way to kill the Void Ray. The corrosive bar will go down. The Void Ray dodges, and I think that is that. PtitDrogo takes it 3-0.
Wow.
A very, very strong series from Drogo. He just looks so solid in the early mid game. Something that we haven't really seen from the Protosses so far this weekend.
I think that's a lesson to the Protosses out here, I suppose, right? You know, ourselves included, you know.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
This is a surprisingly solid way of doing it, and again, Drogo made it look good. And RiSky wasn't playing bad. Let's not
at all.
downplay this. He was very active with his units. He was making like reactive good decisions. It was just like Drogo was kind of impenetrable, and then once the table turned, once the pressure starts mounting, like Drogo just never let off.
I still can't believe that game number 2 felt like it was so even, and they were getting into the late game, and then Drogo just kind of realized, actually, I can just win the game from here.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah.
I would love to know Drogo's thoughts on that. Are we going to get him over for a winner's interview? We'll have to wait and see.
Yes, I've asked him. We'll see if he can come over. I don't know if he's immediately at his desk to see that, but it would be great to have him come over and have a chat with him.
So that gives us Drogo versus Fian
in
the upper bracket. And after that series, I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, both these, well, I was going to say both these players looked untouchable, but, well, Fian actually didn't look untouchable versus Lorimbo.
No, not at all. But different matchup. I do think Fian's CVP is really good. I think it might be his best matchup. But so, having seen Drogo just play this PvZ.
There's a rock, paper, scissors in this, isn't it? Because I wonder if, like, Lorimbo nearly beat Fian. Maybe RiSky could actually take out Fian.
Maybe.
But Fian can take out Drogo, and Drogo can take out RiSky. We're in, like, in a...
Yeah, it could be an interesting lower bracket. It should have lots of close games. Drogo coming over now. Would you like to do the winners interview, or should I?
Do you have... I don't have any good questions. Do you want
I have some good questions.
All right, I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it.
Okie dokie.
All right, Drogo, you're going to come through here.
Hello, Mr. Drogo. Very well played. Very impressive watch. Both me and Exo thought. How do you feel that series went for you?
Went pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, after game 1, we were like, that game kind of went absolutely perfectly. And then game 2 happened, and it felt like you were so solid in the early and mid game. This Colossus style, the nice walls at the 3rd and 4th, it felt like RiSky really struggled to get any damage done. Do you feel comfortable getting to like the mid game against Zerg?
I mean, I thought the early game 1 was terrible, actually.
Terrible?
Yeah, like not obvious bad things happened, but like my build order was all over the place. I couldn't take the third as I wanted to. It just went very badly. So then, I don't know, just like, we were joking that, I'm gonna go Colossus,
Yeah.
But I actually did.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it got buffed.
Yep.
And it's a good unit for, retired players, I think. You don't have to aim particularly well. So I don't think I don't know, it just went well. Also, it helps that I just decided to turtle. I used to always be a very aggressive player. Like, I would try to move on the map. As soon as I got a 4th, I would attack. I just accepted my destiny. You know, all the Protosses, they just turtle up. And I feel like if you get Colossus, a lot of people just attack with them. But you can also just get Templar and then go into a macro game. And you just have like these units that are just kind of cool. It just deals with front buys very well. And now it hits like really hard against Rogers and buildings too. A lot of them before. Yeah,
in game number 2, we were surprised by what seemed to be a very even game, and then you kind of just A-moved and killed him into the lurkers. And me and Exo were thinking, if that was us playing, we probably wouldn't have taken that fight, but you seem to have such a good gauge of, oh no, I think I can take this fight and just win the game right here.
I mean, I think I A-move more than the typical Protoss player.
That's fair enough.
Like, I should just take fights, I'm absolutely sure I win, but a lot of the time I'm just like, yeah, looks good enough. If I have a Revelation and the Lurker, I always assume I can win the fight.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's pretty much how it goes down. No, I mean it's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mid game felt very comfortable. I do think I walled more than a typical pros player. I love building my gates. I love, and it's not that stupid with colossus, because typically what happens if you build these big walls and they play lurker,
Yep.
they kind of just siege and they kill your wall and now you lose production, especially now that like warp gates are more expensive than before.
Yeah.
But with colossus, you kind of just like
Lasers.
yeah.
So coming up, you're in the upper bracket final, and you'll be playing against Fiant. It's going to be more of the same that we've just seen against RiSky. Do you need to change anything for Fiant? How do you feel about
I
that
don't know.
matchup?
I'll see. There's many things I could do. I actually practiced like the way I practiced yesterday was completely different than when I played today. It's just yesterday practice didn't go too well, so I was like, whatever. Let's
That's
just go
fair
work
enough.
I'm kind of happy that RiSky all-in me the last game, because if I wasn't super far ahead after the early game, I think I would have lost that one. So I just need to, I don't know, spend more money defensively, because I'm kind of afraid of Fian just all-inning me. But if it goes into a macro game, I mean, I'm still Protoss, you know. It's like it's very difficult. Like this matchup is actually so decided by who thinks they win, like what player thinks they win the late game.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Zerg players, we won't mind just going into late game, and then turtling feels a little bit scary, but for like middle of the pack, Grandmaster, typically Protoss has the upper hand, so we'll see.
I have to ask, we played on Old Sun Temple. I think that's the first 4-player map that we've seen casted on the main stream. Was there any veto checking going on there, or are you
no,
happy to play on 4-player maps?
I thought it wouldn't be that bad when I played on it, and was like, oh no, this is terrible.
Okay.
Like I just don't think it's good. I'm gonna veto it against Fiance. Nah, fuck
Okay,
that.
fair enough.
It's because I just realized, because I got lucky, I guessed correctly, so I blocked
Yep.
the hatch properly. That was like really lucky.
Oh, I see. It guarantees
So
the
it was
hatch drop,
okay.
yeah.
But the map was like very, I don't know. I didn't like the way the map laid out was. So
Fair
no,
enough.
it's gonna get vetoed. Also, I was surprised I got 8 pull again, the second game.
Yeah, we were very surprised at that. It felt like against, you know, when RiSky does that to to me or EXO, we're probably going to make a mistake. But it felt like you just kind of defended it very comfortably, and you're just ahead.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, like
it feels like it requires you to make a mistake for it to be
and
good
like
for RiSky.
I pulled like a million probes as well.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to fight because I pulled so many probes, I'm like, oh, I can fight outside of my wall because I have so many probes. But that's actually a mistake. Like I don't think you need to do that at all. You should just wait until you have your zealots or whatever. And I'm pretty sure I could defend the exact same way on pull 3 less probes at the very least. Maybe even more, but at least 3. I just didn't have a number in my head, so I just grabbed a bunch
Fair
that
enough.
felt enough. And yeah, then it's not like I immediately win the game after, but the game feels very comfortable. There's nothing like the third hatch of the Zerg is so late. You can kind of just do whatever.
Yeah, we noticed in the first game, after about 6 minutes, I think RiSky was like 10 drones up. It's fairly normal, I think. But in that game number 2, after he's gone pull first, the drone count is even after 6 minutes, and it just feels very good for the Protoss then.
Yeah.
Finally, it's your first Epic LAN. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's great. It's very cozy. People here are
It is
wonderful.
cozy. Yeah, we've got
And,
some screaming Valorant players right behind you.
I mean, I'm used to that. I know that
enough.
some of the... To be fair, they're right next to us, which is... I'm not used to that in particular. That's kind of annoying, especially if it's like it's one guy. Like we say we're screaming, but it's actually just one guy. There's one guy that screams really loud.
Yeah.
But I'm usually someone that also is very noisy, so it doesn't bother me too much.
That's fair enough.
But if I was already tilted, yeah, it would bother me, actually. I'm not going to pretend.
I think, I think it might have got to RiSky a little bit in a few of the games so far this weekend. All right, well, we'll be going to a break, and next up we will have Drogo versus Fiant. Any final words?
Fiant is a button masher. He's going down.
Lovely. We'll see you soon.